Most movies, I'm eager to get to the end to know what happens. But in this film, I was actually praying, oh God, let it not end yet. And when it did end at a certain point, I was like, man, the director could have gone on for some more scenes. Not because I felt incomplete in any way, but because this movie was so good. This video is long overdue, but I just had to talk about it and get it out of my system because I love this film so much, was inspired from it, and also learned a lot from it. Something in the film which I really want to know the answer to, and I'm sure most of y'all who watch the film might have the same question in mind. Watch the video fully to know what it is. I love that you clicked on the video. Welcome to the channel. My name is Monish, and here we talk about anything and everything that is regarding movies and TV shows. Today, we're going to be talking about the Tamil movie Meiyazhagan. This video is not a review. This is just a small admiration towards the director in the form of an analysis. This film is more than just a feel-good film. There is so much emotion packed into it, so much meaning, and we're going to be talking about some of it. In this video, I'm going to be talking mostly about how the director chose to portray side characters. Now let's get right to it. I gotta say, I did see this movie in its extended version before the cuts were done, and I really enjoyed it. I was a bit disappointed to know that some scenes had to be cut down because I thought they were really well done. The director's portrayal of side characters. It was really amazing. The director wanted the audience not only to remember Karthi and Arvind Swamy but also others, because there were many instances where the director could have ended a sequence and moved further along but chose to add some more shots. Let's talk about some of those scenes and shots that carried so much meaning. The door closing scene at the beginning of the film, where Arvind Swamy's younger self walks along inside the house with his father, and the father was right behind him, closing the doors and turning off the lights. And when they reach the main door, he hands over the keys to Arvind Swamy to lock it up. The director in one of his interviews said this symbolizes emptiness, this particular shot. But for me, it also meant something else. I thought that Arvind Swamy was locking away most of his memories while he locked that door to the house. And that is why it is so hard for him to recollect things from his past. And there is intended meanings and there's perceived meanings, and this is what I perceived from that scene. Portrayal of the bus conductor character. The bus conductor sequence wherein Arvind Swamy interacts with him, it shows how innocent he is and that whatever he's speaking is coming from the bottom of his heart. This shows in the interaction and the dialogues between Arvind Swamy and the conductor and also another passenger, an old grandma. And towards the end, when Arvind Swamy is getting down from the bus and he's saying that I'll inform my father about you, director could have just followed Arvind Swamy with that shot, but he chose to go in for a medium shot of the conductor and showing his smile, which meant that he was genuine throughout the conversation. Portrayal of the character Latha. This sequence takes place right when Arvind Swamy enters the wedding hall and a lady comes up and initiates a conversation with him. That character is Latha. Her character arc and her backstory was conveyed beautifully. A wonderful message in it too. The director has sprinkled social messages all throughout the film for the audience to find. Here, nobody asks Latha how she is doing. She's longing for that affection. She also says that she is in front of everyone roaming around, but then she's not seen to anyone and she doesn't have anyone to share her sorrows with. There were two shots in the film that made this character memorable for me. One, wherein she finishes the conversation with Arvind Swamy, moves out of the frame, but then comes back into the frame and graces her hand slightly on Arvind Swamy's shoulder. This shows her longing for affection. Another shot wherein Arvind Swamy is eating in the dining hall and Latha comes in to serve him rice and Arvind Swamy asks her, has she eaten? And when she says no, he says, you go eat first. And then there's a shot to her and she smiles. That smile carried so much emotion. But the director did not stop there. He went in for another shot where after she sits down to eat, she turns back to look at Arvind Swamy. It is just beautifully done. The smile and turn from her shows that how much she is longing for that affection, shows how happy she is knowing that someone cared enough to ask her how she is doing. Some characters have very minimal screen presence in the film, but then the director shows that that much time is more than enough to make them memorable. The flower selling lady does not know who Arun Swamy is or where he is from, but yet chooses to be kind to him. And then there's also a huge message that is dropped there saying that it is our God and there is no formalities needed when it comes to God. Another shot to capture big on emotions was the sequence between Sokku Mama and Arvind Swamy's father, specifically the phone conversation. The director could have ended the sequence right after the conversation ended, but chose to go in for another shot. Now, it is established from the beginning that Sokumama is an emotional character. But here, the director shows Arvind Swamy's father crying, showcasing that he also misses spending time with his brother-in-law. Arvind Swamy's family left their hometown because some of their relatives took their house from them. But when he comes back to his hometown, everyone he sees are just kind, loving people. Maybe the director wishes to say, don't keep everyone away just because you were wronged by a few. But hey, that is just what I think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. The one question that is bugging me and I really, really want someone to answer is this: what did Karthi do in his wedding? If the director has mentioned it somewhere in any of his interviews, and if you do know, please do put it down in the comments because I have no clue. If you like what you heard so far, give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.